And now, for everyone in attendance at the Salisbury Center and everyone watching at home at Cagezilla.com, are you ready? Making his way to the cage and fighting out of the red corner, it's Anthony Rowland.
Hello, fight fans, and welcome to Cagezilla 89. My name is Brooke Heaton. I'm joined today in the booth by Reed Miller and Anderson DeCastro. Here for Cagezilla 89, making his way to the ring, we've got Anthony Black Lightning Rowland. Anthony is a veteran. He's fought at Cagezilla before. He fought recently in 2024, but he also fought at Cagezilla 78 and as far back as Cagezilla 56. So he's got an interesting backstory. He was very, very overweight as a kid, weighed over 300 pounds, got bullied. And then at some point he decided, you know what, I'm gonna take control of my life. I'm gonna get things together. He started training, and now he's basically dedicated his life to helping other people. He's a personal trainer. He teaches self-defense classes, and a very, very positive guy, very, very empowering kind of a guy. And he says, you know, even though my record might not necessarily show it, you know, at the beginning of my career, I wasn't necessarily, you know, training with the best team and stuff. Now, though, I want people to know I'm not a scrub. I'm taking this seriously. And so Anthony is kind of here to sort of show what he's all about. We'll take it down to Chris now for...
And his opponent, making his way to the cage and fighting out of the blue corner, it's Kenneth Dunbar.
Kenneth Two-Tone Dunbar started out as a wrestler in high school, then transitioned to boxing and then MMA. Most of his experience is in South Florida, so I believe this will be his first time here in the Cagezilla cage. Interesting fact about him, though, Reed, this is his 9th fight in a year and a half. This guy has been busy.
Wow. That is actually incredibly impressive.
Yeah, he's definitely, you know, he's a student of the game. He said he's watched all of Anthony Rowland's fights. He's very, very well prepared. Now, I think the thing that's going to be interesting is when I talked to Anthony, Anthony said he likes to bring the energy. He likes to do superhero kinds of things. He might even do a backflip. Whereas Kenneth said, you know, he is a very composed fighter. He's calm. He likes to take his time. How do you think that that will translate?
Well, I'm not sure how it's going to translate necessarily, but I think right now we're seeing exactly what you described, right? We got Anthony very hyped up in the corner. He's moving around. He's excited. He's singing his opponent's walkout song, where you have Mr. Dunbar, stone-faced, stone cold, just walking to the ring, just super composed. So yeah. I'm honestly, I don't know how it's going to work,
all right,
but I'm excited.
So we'll go ahead and, as we're waiting to see what's going on with the corner, we'll take it now down to Chris for the official ring introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for three-minute rounds in the Cagezilla welterweight division. It is brought to you by our friends at Sand Screen Printing, turning ink into art, and Southland Insulators, insulation expertise that you can count on. And now, starting out, fighting out of the red corner, standing 5'10" and weighing in at 170 pounds, fighting out of Kaizen MMA, it's Anthony Black Lightning Rowland. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 6 foot tall and weighing in at 170 pounds, he is an independent fighter. It's Kenneth Two-Tone Dunbar. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for three-minute rounds in the Cagezilla welterweight division. It is brought to you by Sand Screen Printing and Southland Insulators, and your referee is Gabe Balajit.
Gabe Balajit, the referee, doing final preparations here, making sure the fighters are ready. Rowland, Black Lightning in the red corner. Two-tone Kenneth Dunbar in the blue corner. And we are underway. Fighters touch gloves. Rowland coming out with some kicks to just sort of feel his opponent out. And you see what we were talking about there before. Dunbar coming in very, very calm, very composed, whereas Rowland seems to be more willing to move to the outside. Getting a nice leg kick there from Rowland. There's a good combination there.
It's a lot of good exchanges right off the bat.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see how they work with that open stance. One's lefty, one's going to be a righty.
Rowland throwing a lot of kicks, and now Dunbar answering with some kicks of his own. Rowland with that kick again, mainly concentrating on that right leg of Dunbar, throwing that left kick. Oh, there's a good headshot there. Dunbar snapped his head back. These guys are definitely looking to just stand and trade. We don't see any hints of level changes. There's another good combination. Kick there from Rowland.
So, gentlemen, I just got out of the ring, was able to put on my headset, and was surprised to hear the voice of the legend himself, Reed Miller, up there in the booth.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Good to see you guys.
Well, single leg attempt. See if we can finish that off the cage. Oh, he gets lift.
Oh, and he finishes it. So Dunbar with the takedown, trying to improve his position. He's got side control. And now, what's he trying to do here, Reed, from this position?
So right now, he's past the guard. He's inside, or side control. Right now, he's going to just try to work control. Hopefully for him, try to either work up to mount to better get some strikes in there, or he can really just put the pressure, drop a few elbows. I was really impressed with Dunbar keeping Rowland on the cage to set that takedown up in the first place. That was a really good IQ game plan.
Okay, so Rowland now trying to defend himself. What does he need to do to try and get out of this position?
So Rowland's going to need to start shrimping. He's doing really well getting that right underhook, but he needs to start shrimping, getting his hips out from under Dunbar. Easier said than done, right? But it's already looking like he's kind of getting back to his half guard.
Yeah, half guard there now from Rowland. Dunbar's posturing up, though. Rowland doing a good job of keeping no space in between them so he can't get those hands down for the ground and pound. Both fighters staying very active.
Yep, you can see Rowland really is trying to make space.
Yep.
Right back to his
Rowland
feet. Very nice.
Gets out of it. Rowland immediately answers with some kicks. Dunbar still looking very calm, very composed. Throwing some kicks, mixing it up. There's a nice left hand there from Rowland. And a good knee. Dunbar answers back with some punches of his own. Very, very good first round. Active from both guys. I don't know, Reed. I would say that if I was to give one fighter that round, I would probably give it to Dunbar just because he got that takedown. He had a fair amount of control there for a while. What do you think?
I'm going to agree with you. The stand-up from both of them, very clean, very clean. But yeah, that takedown is definitely going to be the change for the round for sure.
All right, so fighters being talked to in the corners there. What do you think? What do you think Rowland needs to do here in round number 2, Reed?
I think he just needs to up his pace, to be honest with you. Stay off the cage. Try to avoid that takedown if Dunbar, obviously, that's part of Dunbar's plan is strike, get him on the cage, get the takedown. But I think if Rowland just kind of keeps his standing, keeps his stand-up going, I think he'll be able to edge this out.
Definitely moving a lot more. Fighters meet in the center there. Some front kick there from Dunbar. Yeah, you can see that Rowland with a nice front kick. Lost his balance a little bit, but recovers nicely. Seems like Rowland is a little bit less energetic to start off this round. There's a nice thudding kick to the right side of Dunbar. No, neither fighter looking for the clinch. They're just looking to throw. Dunbar gets in a right. Throws some leg kicks. pace has slowed a little bit here. Ooh, there's a nice snapping jab there from Rowland. And now we've got some nice exchanges. Rowland seems to be advancing. Dunbar's backing up a little bit. But neither fighter moving all that much. Nice jab there from Dunbar. Leg kick there from Rowland.
Starting to see a little bit of blood trickle out of the mouth of Dunbar.
Yep. Oh, there's a nice shot to the face. Oh, and Blodgett steps in. And just like that, wow, he got in a crazy shot. And that is it. It is all over just out of nowhere. Kenneth Two-Tone Dunbar gets the TKO victory. And Rowland is kind of looking like he's not sure what happened. That was kind of a strange stoppage. Do they think maybe it was an eye poke? I don't know. What did you see?
Rowland is claiming an eye poke is what it seems like. But it seems like our referee has saw something different with that response. It might have been a punch. And Rowland might have thought it was an eye poke, you know?
Yeah. And from my vantage point, Reed, that's exactly what it looked like. It looked like a punch got in there, might have hit him in the eye, but that's not illegal. And there are no timeouts in MMA. So if the ref didn't see an eye poke, he's not gonna stop the action, and you've got to continue fighting.
Yeah.
100%.
And his number one job is to protect the fighters in there. And so if he wasn't defending himself, and he ate a good one right there at the end.
Oh, yeah.
And another one or two of those, and it might have been lights out for the red corner. So I don't think it was a bad stoppage. I know that Rowland's corner will disagree with that, but like I said, Gabe's job is to protect the fighters, and he was doing just that.
So Rowland in there talking to the doctor. The doctor's actually taking a look at his eye to sort of see what's going on. But at any rate, Blodgett calls a stop to the fight in the second round. So that's a victory for Kenneth Dunbar. Congratulations to him. This is his first time here in Cagezilla, and he's going to leave a winner. You know, when Brent interviewed Kenneth Dunbar, he said that the thing that he likes the most is the training. So I'm sure it feels probably nice to get this victory, but he's going to get right back into it, hit that gym, get back to, you know, rolling with his guys and stuff. And yes, really great job.
Yeah, the best part of it's really the journey, right?
Yeah. So Anthony Rowland, you know, taking nothing away from him. I'm sure we'll see more of him. If that was an eye poke, you know, then we've got a lot more to see out of this guy. But now it looks like Chris Fuller's got the decision, so we'll take it down to him for the official word.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Gabe Blodgett has called a stop to the action 1 minute and 10 seconds into the second round. For your winner, by TKO, out of the blue corner, it's Kenneth Dunbar.
Kenneth Dunbar victorious. Congratulations to him. Both fear and faith ask you to believe in something that you can't see. That's Mr. Dunbar who said that.